I grew up in Portland, Indiana, and I went to school at County High School. Graduated from there in 2008, and then came here to Huntington, graduated in 2012, and then I actually went back to County and started teaching there right after graduating from here, and I've been there ever since.
So Zach was somebody that I always knew on campus. When I came to HU, he was a part of the G.O.L.D Center for Volunteerism, and then he became the director of that, and I was an RA, so that's how I got to know Zach, was by doing different volunteer activities together where my floor interacted with him, and he helped us volunteer.
I met Zach Keller when he was a sophomore at Huntington. I hired Zach to be a coordinator for what was then the G.O.L.D Center for Volunteer Service, and now it's the Friesen Center. So I hired Zach as a sophomore. He came on to staff and I worked with him for a year as a coordinator, and then after he served as a coordinator for me for a year, I hired him to be the student director of the G.O.L.D Center. And he worked for me as a director, which at the time was the student I worked with the most.
I think the biggest thing HU has taught me, and one of the reasons I came here, was just building relationships. So I felt very supported here as a student because the professors strove to build relationships. Some of my bosses here on campus, Grace McBrayer, Grace Kaufman now, really was intentional about building relationship with me. My friends here on campus, so it's been interesting as I become as I'm teaching, that kind of the foundation of my teaching is relationships. So if I expect a lot out of students, or I expect students to do well, I feel like I first need to have a good relationship with them, and then the academic stuff can come later.
I hired Zach to be the director because it was clear that he had all the qualities we needed in a student director. He was organized and he showed up, but also he understood what we were trying to do at the G.O.L.D Center. He understood that we were trying to serve our community, but also had the ability to work with our students on campus to engage them in the service that we were trying to help them learn through.
We did several mission trips together with the G.O.L.D Center, and one of the places that we went was New Orleans, and I just remember that trip being something that was really fun for us to do together, and that was where I learned that Zach was a servant, and I watched him do things that he didn't want to do necessarily, but he knew that in his role that was what was expected of him, and I really appreciated that about him. As a student, looking at another student saying, like, he's doing things that grown-ups are supposed to be doing, not students.
So the Huntington University institutional mission in part says that we help students develop their abilities for a life of God-honoring service to others. I think that Zach is the walking fulfillment of Huntington University's mission statement. We worked with Zach here to develop skills and personal character and personal abilities so that when he graduated, he was able to not only go and function for his own life, but also to fit into his community and find his place and begin teaching the students that he works with to do the same.
Zach will tell you that he's not deserving of this award, and I think that's why he's deserving of this award. Zach does not do anything that he thinks that a normal person shouldn't do, or that somebody should not, it shouldn't just be a part of their world, a part of their life, and I think that that is why Zach deserves this honor. I think that Zach's desire in life really is just to serve people and to love God, and I think that's something that was instilled in him at Huntington. I think that came before Huntington and after Huntington too, but I really think that when he was here and his time here at Huntington, he was able to learn and able to grow and was able to be influenced by other people who were living their life for Jesus. And I think that that's what he wants to do in life. And so I love that Huntington has chose to honor him. I know I'm biased because I'm his wife, but I really do think that he's doing great things in our community and in our world, and I think that he just wants to do his best, and I think those people need to be honored.